Hello all, welcome to the SOLIDWORKS tutorials. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draw the parts and assembly of a tool rest holder for a wooden lathe. So actually there are 6 components. So we're going to draw the parts one by one. Finally, we are going to assemble it. So open SOLIDWORKS, click new and create a new part. So I'm going to start with part number 1. So here I'm going to construct the top view. Then I'm going to extrude this circular section. So select top plane, click sketch and draw a circle and another circle with some distance. So go to smart dimensions and mark the dimensions. The diameter of the circle is given as 48. Here also it is 48, and the distance between the two circles is given as 150 mm. So now click Control, select the center points of these two circles and make it as horizontal. Now you can see that it is fully constrained. Then select a line tool and draw two lines. Now go to trim entities and remove these inside regions. So to make it constrained, select these two lines and make it as tangent. Similarly, select these two lines and make it as tangent. Okay. Now I am going to draw a straight slot. So select straight slot. Now go to smart dimensions. The slot length is 98 mm. The slot radius is given as 7 mm. And select Control, select these two curves and make it as concentric. Now go to Features, click Extrude Bars and extrude this to a height of 15 mm. Now click the top sketch, select Sketch and draw another slot. So here the slot radius is given as 14 mm and the slot length is same as the previous one, it is 98 mm. Then select Control, select these two curves and make it as concentric. Now go to Features, click Extruded Cut and extrude this to a distance of 3 mm. Next I am going to draw the projections here. So select this surface, click Sketch and draw a circle with the same radius. So you can check that the radius is 48 mm. Now go to Features and extrude this to a height of, so already we have extrude to 15 mm, so it is 50 minus 15. Now select this sketch and draw another circle and the diameter is given as 22 mm. Go to Features, click Extruded Cut and select Through All. Now I am going to draw the sections at the left side. So for that I am going to create a plane. So go to reference geometry and select plane. And to draw the plane, I'm going to consider the right plane as my first reference. And from that, I am moving it to a distance of the diameter of the circle plus 4 mm. I mean the radius of the circle plus 4 mm. So 24 plus 4 and in the opposite direction. Okay. Now select this plane, click sketch and draw a circle. The circle radius is 10 mm and it is at a height of 34 mm from the bottom surface. Now select control and select these 2 points and make it as vertical. Select line. Sorry, here the radius is given as 10 and the diameter is 20. Now select a line and connect these points. Go to trim entities and make this trim. So here I made a mistake, so you can see that. So if you want to correct this, select control and select the 2 center points and click merge. Further select these 2 curves and make it as tangent. Okay, fine. Now go to features, click extruded boss and select up to the surface and choose this surface. Next select the surface, click sketch and draw a circle. So there is a hole and its diameter is given as 12 mm. Now select control, select these 2 curves and make it as concentric. Go to features, click extruded cut and select up to surface and select this surface. Next I am going to fillet the edges. So go to fillet. So the fillet radius is not specified in the drawing. I am considering a 3 mm of fillet. I am selecting this surface. Then click OK. So you can hide this plane. Next I am going to create the thread. Go to hole wizard, select thread. And select the starting edge. Then next the starting face. And so you cannot select the up to selection. So you can go with blind and roughly you can type 20 mm. Okay, so you can see that. Then select extrude thread and you can trim with the start face and trim with the end face. Okay, now you can see that. Now I am going to save this. So save as part number 1. Now close this. Click new and create a new part. So select the front plane, click sketch and draw the outline of the part 2. So I am going to draw one side and I am going to mirror it. So go to smart dimensions and mark all the dimensions. Now go to features, click mirror entities and select the entities to mirror. Now mirror about this reference line. Click OK. So go to trim entities and trim this center line. Go to features, click extruded bars and extrude this to 44 mm. Next I am going to draw the hole. So select the top surface, click sketch and draw a hole of diameter 12 mm and at a distance of 22 mm. So now select control, click these two edges and make it as vertical. So go to features, click extruded cut and select through all. Next I am going to create the thread. Go to thread, select the starting face and we are going to extrude the thread, trim with the start surface and trim with the end surface. Now go to save as and save this as part number 2. Next create another part and I'm selecting the front plane. So go to line wizard and draw a line. And draw two curves. Next go to smart dimensions and mark the dimensions. The width is 32 mm and the height is given as 5 mm in each side. Then the distance between this point and the bottom edge is given as 40 mm. Then in the horizontal direction also it is given, it is 8 mm. And the radius of the first curve is 25 mm and the radius of the second curve is 40 mm. And you can center this so that it will be fully constrained. Go to features, click extruded bars and I am selecting mid plane. So extrude this to a width of 200 mm. Now go to fillet and select these two edges and create a fillet for 3 mm. Select the surface, click sketch and draw a circle at the center. So the circle radius is given as 22 mm. Now extrude this to a height of 95 mm. Now go to fillet and select this edge and create the fillet. Now save this as part number 3. Now close this. So go to file and create a new part. So select the front plane. So here I am going to draw one side and I am going to revolve it. So draw the outline of the profile. So go to smart dimensions and mark all the dimensions. So the radius is 6 mm and here it is 5 mm. The height is given as 30 mm and here it is 32 mm. Then select these two surfaces and mark the inclination. It is given as 45 mm. Then this radius is 10 mm. Now go to features, click revolve boss and select the center point. Next I am going to draw the handle. So for that select the front plane and here also I am going to use the revolve command. So I am starting from with a gap and draw a rectangle here and mark the dimensions. So the radius is 2.5 and it is at a height of sorry it is at a height of 20 mm from this edge. Select a circle, draw a circle of radius 7.5 mm. So the diameter is 7.5 into 2. Now we extend this line up to this point. Go to trim entities and trim the unwanted regions. Now go to features, click revolve boss and select the center line. So here I haven't specified the length of the line. So go to sketch and choose smart dimensions. This length is given as 35 mm. Okay. Now we have created the sketch. Next I am going to create the thread. Go to thread, select the start face and choose up to this face. So here also we are going to extrude the thread. Then choose cut thread. Okay. Now save this as part number 4. Next click new part and select the top plane and draw a polygon. The circle diameter is 22 mm. Now go to features, click extruded boss and extrude this to 10 mm. Select the surface, click sketch and draw a circle of diameter 12 mm. Go to features and extrude this to a length of 62 mm. Now go to hold wizard thread, select the start face and select the start face, and choose the end face. Then click OK. Now save this as part number 5. Part number 6 is the washer. So select top plane, click sketch, and draw 2 circles. The outer circle diameter is 22 and the inner circle diameter is 12. Go to future, click extrude and extrude this to 2M. Now save this as part number 6. Now we have created all the parts. Next I am going to assemble it. So create a new assembly. And I am selecting part number 1. Now go to insert component and insert a new part. Now select insert components and choose part number 2. Okay. Change the orientation. Then insert part number 3. Now go to mate and select these 2 surfaces and make it as concentric. Then select these 2 surfaces and make it as coincident. Okay. Go to insert components and insert part number 4. Change the orientation. Then go to mate. Then select these 2 edges and make it as concentric. Now move this, go to mate and select this edge and the circular surface and make it as tangent. Then insert component and insert part number 5. So choose mate, then select mate, then select these 2 edges and make it as concentric. Further select this face and the edge and make it as tangent. Okay. Now go to insert mate and choose part number 6. Then go to mate and select these two surfaces, make it as coincident, and select these two edges and make it as concentric. So now we have completed the assembly. So this will be moving. So to fix this, you can go to mate and you can select these two surfaces and make it as parallel. And we have also assembled, not assembled the bolt because this will be in the lathe tool bed. So this is the final assembly of the tool rest holder for wooden lathe. Thank you.